what is feminine? Now that's a bit hard because feminine I see is a social construct. But this means that femininity has different definitions. I have a different view on feminine. You have a different view on feminine, and Google does too. But Google says femininity is a set of attributes, behaviors, and roles generally associated with women and girls. Femininity can be understood as socially constructed. Your definition could be that, you know, feminine could be like clothings or makeup, you know, different stuff like that. I consider feminine like friendlier traits. I see masculine as a bunch of guys like sports, and I see like feminine like, oh, I gotta be caring. Yeah, that's one of them. There's one issue I see with feminine that I want to bring up. So we get feminine and let's get masculine. One of the problems I have is we associate these traits with the gender, at least from what I've seen in my own culture. Since we associate with these kind of genders, there's a dividing line on what's considered acceptable in these cultures. Even though what you're doing technically isn't wrong, but socially it seems like it is. Let's categorize like the clothing, for example. What would be considered feminine for clothing? Most shops would see skirts, thigh highs, and dresses. Now this would be considered feminine, while like masculine, they're categorized as like t-shirts, you know, tank top, workouts. I don't know. I don't know much masculine things. Now the issue with this is, let's say a guy wants to try out a skirt or thigh highs. Nothing wrong with it. But the issue is society is like, oh, you want to be feminine? That is cringe. And then the guy gets like freaking canceled on Twitter, which is a bit weird to me. I'm thinking to myself, like, why should we care about a person that wants to wear thigh highs, skirts, or try out different things? It's not hurting anybody, not hurting me or the individual. So why should we care? And also for femboys, whatever you think is feminine and you want to call yourself a femboy, do it. You're not hurting anybody. You're making yourself happy. So why not? It's all what you define as feminine. Do you see feminine as skirts and thigh highs? Do you see feminine as personality traits? Do you see feminine as something completely different that I mentioned? You know? So yeah,